powerful connection you can count on from here at the shore throughout Maryland and Delaware. To learn more, visit delmarva.com or call 1-800-375-7117. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Make a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hassa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Welcome back to the Shore pregame show. Cliff Reed's here, head coach of Hawk men's basketball, ready for their final non-conference tune-up today against Chestnut Hill. So, Coach, here we are. The non-conference schedule is almost entirely in the books now. It seems like it goes fast every year, doesn't it?
It really does, Will. And I'm gonna take a side right now, but at the same time, it only gets much more difficult as we go into conference play, because conference play, everybody knows everybody, your tendencies, your strengths, your weaknesses, and they try to take those away, or they try to make sure they game plan and scheme to cause you not to be as effective. Even though we had the 27th or 26th toughest schedule in the country non-conference, it doesn't get any easier. I tell the guys this all the time. It's about working to improve, because in league play, everybody knows you and everybody feels like they can win, and everybody's on the same level. It's just a matter of getting a little confidence and winning a few games, and could turn your season around.
And the cherry on top of that insanely difficult non-conference schedule was the 10th ranked team in the country the other day, Virginia Tech. You and I mentioned perimeter defense and rebounding are the two things that that game sort of exposed as things to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we had that issue early in the year, and we've been working feverishly to try to shore that up. What happens is there's been teams that really spread you out with great shooting and dribble, penetrate, and kick the ball out, and you got to realize you got to stay at home and guard the ball better. And we definitely need to shore those things up going into conference play, because we'll a conference dominated by great perimeter play. So we must guard the ball, the dribble. We must contest the threes, and we must rebound the basketball in league play at a very good level to turn the tide here. And we begin league play in the next 7 days or so.
The key to rebounding is big bodies, and we've got a couple of big bodies that are working their way back into the system, and Colin Gaynor and Isaac Taylor. It's only been a couple of games, but what have you seen from them as they work themselves back into playing shape, both physically and mentally?
Well, I see two guys that are playing hard, give us more length and size and athleticism in the post. But I see guys that don't know what we're doing, and they've thrown off our rhythm somewhat offensively. And then defensively, it hurts you a little bit too, because there's no continuity. We had been practicing with 10 guys. We only had 7 guys to practice with. So the lack of continuity, and Isaac Taylor wasn't practicing at all. He was just doing skill work and doing non-contact stuff. So it'll take us some time to get our continuity back, to get our schemes back. Defensively, that's just as important as anything, guarding the ball and rebounding. And you alluded to rebounding being big bodies, but it also, there's a tenacious or tenacity part of that goes with being a good rebounder. Just a guy who's relentless in the pursuit of the ball. And we need to have all 5 guys on the court doing that in order to really be a good rebound team.
We've got Chestnut Hill in town for the final day of 2018, final non-conference game. On paper, of course, they're a Division II team, and they've got a losing record, but they've got nothing to lose coming in here, and this is probably their biggest game of the year, proving themselves against a Division I program. So what do you say to the guys to keep them from taking them for granted?
Well, I talk about what we just faced in the number 10 team in the country. I talked to them about Coach Williams was going to have a hard time keeping his guys guys focused, so he was going to be tougher on them versus us than he would a ACC conference opponent, because they understand the magnitude and the level of competition in the ACC. But the human nature is to have a letdown for someone you know that's supposed to be a lesser opponent, no matter what the coach is telling you. So what we do is we really get on them hard, non-conference and opponent that we supposed to be superior to. We get on them, we work them extremely hard, we try to hold them accountable for the most minute little things, and hopefully it is a carryover to the game this afternoon.
I appreciate the time, Coach, and best of luck out there.
Thank you, Will, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. He's Cliff Reed, looking to lead the Hawks into victory going into the new year. We'll be right back with the starting lineup on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Your Duxton Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Duxton has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Duxton Urgent Care, with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com. Hey, Hawks fans, season tickets are on sale now. Visit umestickets.com to get your basketball season tickets. Stop by the office, go online, or check your mailbox. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore tickets. There's no better place to be this basketball season than the Hytche, cheering your Hawks on towards the conference championship. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore basketball season tickets now at umestickets.com. Support Eastern Shore Athletics, because after all, this is our shore and our team.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
We're back at the Hytche Center, Maryland Eastern Shore, getting set to take on Chestnut Hill College. Its final game of the 2018 calendar year, New Year's Eve festivities, final non-conference game of the season. Hawks are back at home. They're 29-18 in these friendly confines since the start of the 2014 and 15 season. Conversely, in true road games, they're just 19-69, including 30 straight road losses. They rounded it up to 30 with the defeat at the hands of Virginia Tech on Friday night, but that's not the matter right here. The Hawks are back at home, and they're ready to bust up this 8-game losing streak, get back into the wins column, and carry some momentum into what is going to prove to be a really tough conference slate at the beginning of the MEAC schedule. The first 8 games are against basically all contenders, 7 of them against top 6 teams, and 1 of them against Florida A&M in an atmosphere that's always tough to play in. Starting lineups, first for Cliff Reed and the Hawks. Ryan Andino, 6'2 graduate guard from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 11 points and a rebound and a half per game. He was held to just 3 points on 1 of 11 shooting at Virginia Tech on Friday. Ryan Arrudia, 6'1 junior guard from El Paso, Texas. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2.5 steals per contest. Tyler Jones, 6'7 junior forward from Atlantic City, New Jersey. 7 points, 2 rebounds, and a block per game for Jones. Gabriel Jimfee, the 6'6 junior guard slash forward from Brampton, Ontario, by way of Colby Community College. 4 points and 4 rebounds per game. And big Isaac Taylor, 6'8 redshirt junior forward from Wachapree, Virginia. 7.5 points, points, 2 rebounds in his first 2 games back from a 21-month layoff. That's the starting lineup for the Hawks. They're coming up on the national anthem, so we'll take one last break. When we come back, the starting lineup for Jesse Balser and the Chestnut Hill Griffins. Hawks and Griffins next on the Shore Sports Network and SFM.net.
With the Quick Silver Card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. Unlimited? Unlimited? Unlimited! 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 Any way you say it, earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase just sounds good. Capital One. What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA, N.A.
Are you thinking about selling your home? Well, think bigger. Selling is old school. Selling is small, while the rental market is huge. Since 2010, renter households are up by 4 million nationwide, while last year, home ownership hit a 30-year low. So before you sell, look into renting. It's easy, fast, and worry-free when you hire Renters Warehouse. They'll price your property, find your tenants, collect the rent, and take those pesky maintenance calls. Go to renterswarehouse.com for a free home rental price analysis today. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of the state.
Not getting the yardage you used to? Try some Blue Emu Continuous Spray or Maximum Arthritis Pain Relief Cream now. Stop throwing Hail Marys at relief. Both are non-greasy, fast-acting, penetrative pain relief that works effectively to get down deep to the source of pain. Safe to use daily. No burning, no stinging, never greasy, and always odor-free. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink. Available at retailers nationwide.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
From Chestnut Hill College out of Philadelphia.
Back in Princess Anne, courtside at the Hytche Center, Maryland Eastern Shore getting ready to take on Chestnut Hill. Recap of the starters for Maryland Eastern Shore today: Ryan Andino, Brian Arudia, Tyler Jones, Gabriel Jimfy, and Isaac Taylor. As for the Chestnut Hill Griffins, under the direction of the only head coach they have known, Jesse Balser, in his 16th season at the helm. Billy Miller the 6th, yes, the 6th, a 6-foot junior guard from Pine Hill, New Jersey, averaging 7 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Trayvon Pitts, 6'2", freshman guard from Wyncote, Pennsylvania, 12.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists per contest. He's the one to circle in bright red ink if you're keeping track at home. Trayvon Pitts, number 1 on his back. Dexter Thompson, 6'3", junior guard from Providence, Rhode Island, 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. Roman Letterlow, 6'6", senior forward from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist per game. And Ed McWade, 6'5", senior forward from Wildwood, New Jersey. He is Ed McWade, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. That's the starting lineup for the Griffins. Miller the 6th, Pitts, Thompson, Letterlow, and McWade against Andino, Arudia, Jones, Jimfy, and Taylor. Something to keep an eye on for the Griffins. Their second leading scorer, Cartier Talford, has not played in a little over a month and a half to be exact. Averaged 11 points in 4 starts before suffering a sideline injury. Sources indicate that he will play for this game and he will be active, giving just a little bit more hope to CHC. You may be thinking to yourself at home, Chestnut Hill College, they're under the direction of their only head coach they've ever known, and he's just in his 16th year. There's a very good reason for that. Jesse Balser founded the Chestnut Hill men's basketball program in 2003 when the school became coeducational. It was founded in 1924 as a women's college, and they did not accept men at the undergraduate level until 2003. Jesse Balser brought in to build this program. Within 4 seasons, he had them at 19-9, and that was their final season in Division III. They since reclassified to Division II, but they haven't had that much success as of late. 18-12 was their high water mark back in 2011 and 12, including an early season upset of the eventual Division II national champion Western Washington. But Balser, well entrenched in Chestnut Hill athletics. Earlier this year, he ascended into the athletic director position.
his Griffins trying to take down Eastern Shore's Hawks. Isaac Taylor getting ready to tip off against Roman Letterlow. The final game of the 2018 calendar year. Eastern Shore trying to finish the year strong. Balls in the air, tip controlled by Taylor. We are underway from the Hytche. Brian Arudia walks it left to right over the timeline. The Hawks wearing the white uniforms with the maroon accents, maroon letters front and back. Lob down low for Isaac Taylor, right low post. We've got a whistle 12 seconds in. An early foul against Roman Letterlow. Guarding Taylor, giving up 2 inches and a whole lot of muscle. So Brian Arudia inbound. He flicks it in to Gabriel Jimfy at the left elbow. Down low for Taylor once again. Zeke Taylor, left baseline, posting up against Letterlow. Cuts across the paint. Right-handed layup, a little bit strong. And rebound for Ed McWade. Here comes Chestnut Hill, right to left, wearing the bright red uniforms with golden yellow and white trim. White numbers on the back. The Griffins. Billy Miller, the 6th, top of the circle to Ed McWade. McWade cuts in left baseline. Hook shot over. Jones strong. Rebound for Jones. Here comes Eastern Shore. Brian Arudia accelerates to the right elbow. Now circles back out again. Shovels it out to Jones. Catch and shoot 3 from straight away. Leaves it front iron. Rebound plucked off the floor by Dexter Thompson. And here come the Griffins. Right to left. This is Dexter Thompson. The Providence, Rhode Island man. Finds McWade in the left corner. Shucks it top of the circle for Miller. Miller out to Pitts on the right wing. Pitts guarded by Arudia. Now McWade straight away. Guarded by Jones. Lobs a pass left baseline for Letterlow, who spots it from 18 feet, misses everything. It's an air ball. Rebound. It's off of Miller of Chestnut Hill and out of bounds. Eastern Shore takes over. Basketball looking for the first bucket of this game. 1 minute in. Here's Brian Arudia. Dribbles to the right wing, guarded by Miller. Staring down his man. Arudia sporting a bright white headband. LeBron James style, perhaps. Day after LeBron's birthday. Here's Taylor, right low post, posting up against Letterlow. Fakes to the right, spins to the left. Hook shot, yes! Isaac Taylor backing down his man and owning that paint like he's in the Home Depot. 2-zip. Hawks strike first, a minute and a half in. Chestnut Hill basketball trying to respond. Here's Pitts on the right channel for the Griffins. Von Pitts, their top scorer, lobs it to Miller in the right corner. Miller back out to McWade. Overhand pass left wing for Letterlow. Letterlow, a chest pass to Pitts on the right wing. Accelerates in, kicks out to McWade in the right corner for 3. Got it. Ed McWade from deep. He shoots 42% from downtown. And the Griffins take an early lead at 3-2. 2 minutes in. Arudia facing a full court press with a beautiful overhead pass to Taylor right underneath the basket. He slams home the jam. Isaac Taylor, that's one way to beat the press. 4-3 Eastern Shore, 17:42 to go in this first half. Early stages of the basketball game. Chestnut Hill basketball. Miller on the right wing, kicks out to Thompson, cuts in at the free throw line, stops, pops with one hand, about 8 foot. That's a little short and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by, looked like a white jersey. And Maryland Eastern Shore, rather Chestnut Hill, retains possession. Tony Toplin Jr. checks in, 6'6" senior guard forward from Sicklerville, New Jersey. He went to the St. John Neumann and Maria Goretti Catholic High School. Yes, both of them. Hook shot from McWade, left baseline, skims the rim. Jimfy's there for the board. Here comes Eastern Shore. Lob up to Jones. Jones lays it up right side, travels around the world and in. Eastern Shore with the up-tempo offense. Arudia's had some great court vision early on, and they got a 6-3 lead. Scarcely 3 minutes into the basketball game. Chestnut Hill basketball. Thompson trying the same on the right baseline. Accelerated too fast, dribbles it off of his foot and out of bounds, and Eastern Shore takes over. Chestnut Hill 3-7 in Division II play. 0-2 in their Central Athletic Collegiate Conference. Eastern Shore basketball. Here's Jones, top of the circle, sees a wide open real estate down low, feeds Taylor on the right baseline, misses the dunk but gets his own rebound. Fresh 30 for the Hawks as the clock never did reset. And the game clock is still running as well. Now they're working with some new equipment here at Maryland Eastern Shore. We got a brand new ribbon video board across the way on the scorer's table, and it's a rather beauteous thing to look at. Welcome to the 21st century. Anyway, Chestnut Hill has mostly played the teams in the Philadelphia region, but they have played one Division I foe. They went to Delaware back on November 13th, losing 100-62. Eastern Shore basketball as they inbound and fix the clock. Here's Jim Fee, right corner, kicks it down low for Taylor. Back out to Andino, catch and shoot right wing three. Pushed it to the right, swooping in for the rebound. That's Miller, and here comes Chestnut Hill. Lobbing it up for Toplin. It was behind him. He didn't see it. Interception by Arudia. Up to Jim Fee. Jim Fee one-on-one. He's fouled on the way up by Trayvon Pitts. More transition offense from Maryland Eastern Shore produces 2 free throws for Gabriel Jim Fee. 6-3 Hawks, 16 and change to go in this first half. Gabriel Jim Fee, a 77% free throw shooter. Hawks is a team at 69%. That is 6th in the MEAC, and that's one of the few offensive categories in which the Hawks rank in the top half in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference as Jim Fee rattles on his first free throw. Lebon Owl checks in for Chestnut Hill, 6'1" senior guard from Manassas, Virginia. He scored a career-high 16 points the other night against Georgian Court. Jim Fee arcs the free throw, sits on the iron, and a rebound for Ed McWade. 7-3 Eastern Shore. Jim Fee makes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Owl, and now McWade, who steps over the timeline into the front court. This is Owl again on the right channel. Jim Fee guarding him closely. Owl with a bounce pass top of the circle to Toplin. Toplin fakes down low, kicks it out to McWade on the right wing. Nearly loses it behind him. Now 8 to shoot for Chestnut Hill. Out to Owl. Owl on the right wing, guarded closely by Jim Fee. 3-2. McWade breaks 3, blocked by Jones, and Andino comes down with a rebound. Now Arudia up to Jones. 2-on-4 for the Hawks. Jones, a little Euro step, left baseline, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in and one. Tyler Jones, the sheer athleticism overwhelming Chestnut Hill in the paint. Miss a running floater, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play when we come back. 15:45 to go in the first half. Eastern Shore 9, Chestnut Hill 3 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hassa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Dr. Walt Gianelli, founder of Uridoxine. We are here for you and all of life's little twists and turns. Sometimes you can't plan your route, but you can get back on track again. Our medical experts at Uridoxine are here to care for you when you need us, delivering the best urgent care. We've even been voted top provider 4 years in a row. Feel better, faster. Visit one of our 6 Eastern Shore locations today. Just walk in. No appointment necessary. Or check us out at uridoxine.com. Locations are open beginning at 8 a.m. every single day. 877-222-4934.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Hytche, 9-3 Eastern Shore, 15:45 to play in the first half. A little more about Chestnut Hill. They're from the Philadelphia region, Catholic school. They play in the Central Athletic League Conference. That conference consists of 14 teams and is split into 2 divisions, North and South. Chestnut Hill was picked to finish 7th out of 7 in the CACC Southern Division this year. Teams ahead of them, Jefferson University, which was Jesse Balser's alma mater back when it was still called Philadelphia U. Goldley Beacom, Wilmington, the University of the Sciences, Holy Family, Georgian Court, and then Chestnut Hill. University of the Sciences, I wonder what they teach. Tyler Jones at the free throw line. He'll shoot the one shot here, try and convert a 3-point play. Some personnel changes for Chestnut Hill. As we went into that timeout, the aforementioned Cartier Talford is in for the first time since November 17th against Queens College. As Jones hits his free throw, 10-3 Eastern Shore, 15:40 to go in the first half. It's Thompson, Talford, who leads it up to the right corner for Owl. Owl back out to Talford, cuts in down low, left baseline, finds Amir Warwick, and Warwick lays it up and in from behind the right shoulder. Nice frenetic ball movement from CHC. It's 10-5 Eastern Shore, 15:20 to go. Tyler Jones left baseline. Float shot 10 foot, falls short, wrestling for the rebound. It's Chestnut Hill comes down with it. That's Talford. Talford leading pass on the floor to he stumbled, tries to save it in, and does, but right to Amir Warwick, who falls over. Ball's on the floor. It's a scrum for the basketball, and a timeout called by Chestnut Hill as Lidbon Owl was able to get his paws around it and signal timeout. It's Thompson, Owl, Talford, Warwick, and looks like McWade on the floor for Chestnut Hill. 30-second timeout. 15:04 to go in the first half. Eastern Shore leading 10-5. For Maryland Eastern Shore, their only win this season has come against a Subdivision I opponent. They beat Central Penn 77-52 back on Thanksgiving Saturday. They're a USCAA Division II opponent, is Central Penn. For Eastern Shore, they haven't beaten a Division I opponent since knocking off Delaware State in this building in the MEAC regular season finale last February. Incidentally, Del State, the last road victory for the Hawks as well. They've lost 30 in a row since beating the Hornets up in Dover in February of 2017. They'll have plenty of chances to break that dry spell in the MEAC. Griffin basketball, it's Thompson on the right wing, flicks it down low for Warwick, right baseline, back out for Talford, catch and shoot three straight away, yes. Javier Talford, a 38% three-point shooter before the injury, and a little 5-point push for Chestnut Hill. They're within 10-8, 14 and change to go in the first half. Gabriel Jimfy driving a left baseline, and he's fouled on the way to the basket. Dexter Thompson called for the push.
Griffin's foul number 5, Dexter Thompson, his first.
Foul against Chestnut Hill. Hawks don't have one yet. Arrudia to inbound. It's still the starters for Eastern Shore. Arrudia, Jimfy, Taylor, Jones, and Andino. And speak of the devil, there's a substitute. We've got Kanan Bartley ready to check in for Maryland Eastern Shore. And Colin Gaynor. Kanan Bartley's in, the sophomore guard for Miami. Colin Gaynor, the swingman, sophomore from Berlin, Maryland. Tyler Jones, Isaac Taylor out. Inbound floor, Jimfy, and he's fouled as Cartier Talford was all over him. Like a fox catcher. First foul against Talford, the fifth foul against Chestnut Hill, and you might see these fouls really pile up for sure. Too much for the Division II Griffins to overcome. Hawk basketball, it's Arrudia biding his time on the right wing, guarded closely by Owl. Arrudia accelerates in right baseline. Float shot off the window, a little high, no good, and a rebound wrestled down by Dexter Thompson. Here comes Chestnut Hill, a chance to tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Thompson kicks into the right corner for Warwick. Warwick, overhead float shot out towards Owl, and Jimfy came swooping in for the would-be steal. Instead, he catches some Owl body. LeBron Owl reacts, saying, "Hoot!" which in Owl speak means, well, several things, but in this case, it's, he got me. Inbound is to said Owl. Now it's out towards Thompson on the right wing. Owl, top of the circle, driving in left elbow. Step back jumper, 18-foot, leaves it on the front of the iron, and a rebound for Colin Gaynor. Here comes Eastern Shore. Hail Mary pass for Arrudia to Jimfy. Gabriel Jimfy, right side layup is in and one as Jimfy deflected hard to the floor after releasing that basketball. Gabe's got a chance for a three-point play. Fouls against Tony Toplin. 6 fouls already for Chestnut Hill, so the Hawks will shoot free throws the rest of the first half. Jimfy's got a chance for a three-point play. Brian Arrudia, he must have been watching a lot of football over the Christmas break because he's had quarterback's accuracy from the backcourt all the way to the front for a couple breakaway buckets. Jimfy misses the free throws, so 12-8 Eastern Shore, under 14 to play in the first half. Chestnut Hill basketball into the front court. It's Warwick, bounce pass to the left baseline for Talford. Now towards Warwick, line floats it down low for Thompson. Thompson tries to shovel a pass to his teammate down low. Eastern Shore intercepts it. Here comes Arrudia for the Hawks. Arrudia at the free throw line. Chest pass out to Gaynor, right baseline. Gaynor travels. Colin Gaynor skids his tires in the right corner as he tried to dribble drive in towards the basket. And Eastern Shore gives it away. Hawks, the team shooting just 36% from the floor. That's second to last in the MEAC. They average a league worst 54.5 points per contest. Chestnut Hill, meanwhile, 12th out of 14 in the CACC in scoring at 70 points per game. 82 points given up. That's also 12th. Thompson on the right channel for Chestnut Hill. Kicks it to the left elbow for Warwick. Warwick bounce pass to Owl. Cuts in across the paint left to right. Old shot up the window. Owl, he won't even look at the basket that time. Fortune favors LeBron today. 12-10. Eastern Shore on top. 12:55 to go before halftime. Hawk basketball. Arudia accosted by Talford at the sideline. Hands off. Now it's Andino. Spots up from three, and he got it. Brian Andino, left wing. Trey, his first bucket. 15-10 Eastern Shore. 12:40 to go in the first half. Griffin basketball. Owl, right sideline for Amir Warwick. Warwick, freshman from Washington, D.C., dribble drives right baseline, gets bumped on the way up by Jim Fee, and he's got 2 free throws in his future. Second foul against Jim Fee. Both fouls against Eastern Shore have gone against just one man, Jim Fee. Looks like Isaac Taylor's about to check back in, as is Dante Caldwell for the first time, the junior guard from Santa Ana, California. Free throw line, Amir Warwick. He's a 60% foul shooter, and that number goes down as he clangs the first one off the back of the rim. Arudia and Jim Fee out, Caldwell and Taylor in, so Kanan Bartley will take over signal calling duties for Cliff Reed in this setup. Gaynor and Andino also on the floor. Warwick, St. Vincent Paletti High School. Second free throw, shanks it strong. Rebound chased down by Talford, and Hill retains possession. Red basketball. Thompson, right channel. Retreats it back to Owl. Owl flicks it to the top of the circle for Toplin. Now hand off to Talford. Owl, right wing, stops the free throw line, kicks it left wing for Warwick. Three, bang. Amir Warwick from deep makes up for the 2 missed free throws. 15-13, Eastern Shore up. Brian Andino, he's got all day to shoot on the right corner, pocket three, bang. Brian Andino, how in the world did he get that open? Jesse Balser's about to ask that question. He calls a timeout. This will become the media. 11:58 to go in the first half. Eastern Shore 18, Chestnut Hill 13 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hey, Hawks fans, take a kid to the game. The Eastern Shore Hawks host North Carolina Central in doubleheader action on the 12th. Kids 12 and under will get in for free with the purchase of an adult ticket. There'll be snacks, games, and prizes. The party is in Princess Anne on Saturday the 12th as your Eastern Shore Hawks face the North Carolina Central Eagles starting at 2 p.m. Experience the excitement of NCAA Division I basketball right here on the Shore. Get your tickets at EasternShoreHawks.com and click on Fan Zone.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore Basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back on the Shore, Hawks 18, Chestnut Hill 13, 11:58 to go in the first half. Brian Andino just hit a wide open three from the right corner as the Hawks continue to have great court vision, stretching the entire length of the floor. Chestnut Hill 4 times unprepared for the long passes, either from Arudia or from Kanan Bartley. Jesse Balser called a timeout. His Griffins trying to respond to Andino's second tray of the game. He's now got 6 points. Owl skulking on the right sideline. He's fouled by Kanan Bartley. A little hand check. Bartley's first foul, third against Eastern Shore. Chestnut Hill's got 6 already, so the Hawks will shoot free throws if they draw any more defensive fouls from here till halftime. Inbound to Toplin for Chestnut Hill. Flicks it to Talford on the right sideline. Talford thought about the three. Instead, flings it for Toplin. Right baseline. 10-footer. Too strong. Gaynor has the rebound, and he's pushed before he can really get into transition. It's Talford who commits the infraction, and 2 free throws coming up for Colin Gaynor, who checked that. That foul's against Keon Butler, who checked it in the last break. 6'2" forward from Chester, Pennsylvania. And it wasn't even Gaynor, it was Caldwell. So forget the names you knew. A white jersey got fouled by a red jersey, so the white jersey will shoot free throws, and it's Caldwell. Tay, strong back iron, and Butler boxes out for the board. Hawks come up empty on the 1-and-1 situation. Keon Butler unprepared for the advancing pass, stolen by Bartley. 360 spin. Now it's Caldwell in transition. Right side layup and in. Eastern Shore stretching the floor once more. 20-13. Hawks up a touchdown. 11-11. Make a wish to go in the first half. Chestnut Hill's wish. Get a bucket right here. And another hand check against Kanan Bartley. So that's 2 Hawks with 2 fouls. And Kanan's going to get to ride the bench for the next 11 minutes plus. Brian Arrudia checking in for the Hawks in Bartley's place. And into the game for the Griffins, Billy Miller, the 6th for Talford. The 6th. I think once you get past the 4th, you pretty much have to name your kid that first name again. You can't break it. 4th is sort of a last exit, last chance highway. This is Butler. Spin move left baseline. Float shot, a little strong. Rebound tip once, twice, and hauled down by Andino. Eastern Shore basketball. Here's Arrudia accelerating left to right over the timeline. Finds Caldwell. Now Andino deep on the left wing. Down low for Jones. Posting up, spins to the left. Layup, lips out. Rebound Butler of the Griffins. Here comes Chestnut Hill. Owl kicks it left corner. Now it's top of the circle for Warwick. Warwick now to Miller. Miller cuts in left elbow. Retreats it back to Warwick. Miller. Now it's Owl again on the left wing, guarded closely by Gaynor. Accelerating in, Owl jumps at edge of the paint, left side. 10-foot shot, too strong. Rebound Jones. Eastern Shore basketball. Arrudia with Owl all over him. Up to Andino. Catch and shoot left wing 3. Skims the rim, and Butler comes down with the board. Halfway through the first half, 10 minutes to go, 20-13 Eastern Shore. Griffins basketball. It's Owl top of the circle. Hooks it back for Butler on the left wing. Now Miller and Owl again on the right wings. Reach around, skip pass for Toplin, right baseline. Out towards Warwick on the right wing. Warwick down low, they'll try again with Toplin, guarded by Gaynor. Posting up, 9 to shoot. And a whistle. An offensive foul against Tony Toplin.
Offensive foul on the Griffins, number 4, Tony Toplin.
Tried to stiff arm Gaynor.
His second.
But you can't really do a stiff arm in basketball. That's more of a football thing. Hawk basketball. It's up to Andino on the right wing. Man in his face, that's Warwick. Jones circle out to Andino again. Dino floats across court to Caldwell, left sideline. Andino around the horn to Arrudia, right wing. Overhead pass to Jones, right elbow. Turns around, nobody's there. Jump shot strong. Warwick plucks it off the floor. Here comes Chestnut Hill. Down 7 as the Hawks have gone a bit cold from the floor. Shovel pass out to Miller. Miller for 3 on the right wing. Bang. Right in front of Cliff Reed. Billy Miller hits his first tray of the game. 20-16 Eastern Shore, 9 even to go in the first half. Gaynor accelerating in, loses the handle, gets it back, reverse layup, good. Colin Gaynor with a pass up to himself, essentially, right to left under the basket with the layup. 22-16, Hawks on top, 8:50 to go in the first half. Griffins have the ball. It's Butler, a handoff to Miller. Now it's Owl top of the circle. Owl guarded by Arrudia, chest pass to Warwick. Warwick for 3 on the left wing, bang! And Warwick got bumped to the floor by Tyler Jones. He's lucky there wasn't a foul called there. Timeout for Cliff Reed. He does not like what he sees. His team's only up 4 this one. 22-18 Hawks, 8:37 to go in the opening session. We'll stick with you as this is a 30-second timeout, or at least it should be. Yes, it is. The officials clapping to the Chestnut Hill crew to get up off of the chairs. Officiating crew today, Tony Dawkins, Alfred Charity, and Larry Johnson. Good basketball name, Larry Johnson. It's a good football name, too. Hawk basketball, it's Arrudia, Gaynor, Caldwell Jones, and Montrez Oliver has just checked into the Hawks. Oliver, walk on from Princess Anne, right in town, went to Washington High School. in his 13th game out of 15 for Cliff Reed this year. Averaged 16 minutes and has contributed 4.5 points and 2 rebounds per contest. Certainly the hardest working man on the Hawk roster. And now we've got a couple of officials conferring with the replay board. I think they're trying to see whether or not that was a 3 or a long 2, and they do confirm it's a 3-point basket. So the Hawks lead stands at 4. Ryan Rudia prepares to inbound to Oliver, and Oliver bounces right back to Rudia. Walks it into the front court. Now it's Montrez Oliver from across the M. Chest pass to Gaynor, right sideline. Back out to Oliver. Swings it to Caldwell around the horn. No look to Rudia at the free throw line. Shovels it back out for Caldwell. Pocket 3. Too strong. Racing in for the rebound, Jones, but he can't corral it. And here's Miller with it for Chestnut Hill. Facing a double team. Miller trapped. Ball's on the floor. Gaynor had it, and it's a jump ball. Nice effort from Gaynor and Oliver, the two local standouts for Eastern Shore. Arrows pointing towards Chestnut Hill. Caldwell and Gaynor out. Ryan Andino's in for the Hawks, and so is Ahmad Frost, junior guard from Cincinnati. Didn't play in the Virginia Tech contest. 18 minutes a game, 3 points and 3 rebounds. Production down from last year, trying to right himself before the MEAC slate. Miller passes it to Letterlow at the free throw line for Chestnut Hill. Yes, Roman Letterlow's check back in. Warwick left baseline float shot way too strong, and we've got a rather belated whistle. A blocking foul against Ahmad Frost. Amir Warwick throws up over him.
Number 11, Ahmad Frost, his first, team spin.
Free throws coming for Amir Warwick, and we've reached the media timeout. At least we should. Everybody still remains standing. This should be a media, and it is. 7:57 to go in the first half. 22-19. Eastern Shore on top on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Not getting the yardage you used to? Try some Blue Emu Continuous Spray or Maximum Arthritis Pain Relief Cream now. Stop throwing Hail Marys at relief. Both are non-greasy, fast-acting, penetrative pain relief that works effectively to get down deep to the source of pain. Safe to use daily. No burning, no stinging, never greasy, and always odor-free. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink. Available at retailers nationwide.
At Anytime Fitness, we know that healthy doesn't happen on its own.
But together, we can make healthy happen.
With the right help.
In the right ways.
With an ally who listens.
With coaching and team workouts.
To get you to your healthier place.
Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
January 1st through 11th. Join for $1 and get a free Jumpstart training package with a coach. Valued at $100. Visit myhealthyhappens.com.
Hey, you should do. This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Hytche Center, 22-19. Eastern Shore leads Chestnut Hill, 7:57 to go in the opening session. Will DeBoer with you on the Shore Sports Network. Hawks, after a hot start, have since cooled down. They've seen their lead balloon as high as 7. Chestnut Hill's led by 1 point for just a fraction of the clock. But Chestnut Hill hanging tough. They're shooting 5-6 from three-point range. That's allowed Jesse Balser's out-physical team to stay in this one. Eastern Shore has the clear advantage on athleticism, but Chestnut Hill, of course, scrapping and with nothing to lose, playing well above their pay grade. Free throw for Amir Warwick. Shanks it strong, and Warwick has, to put it kindly, struggled from the line today. He is 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Seems to be a for-profit charity for him. His second free throw almost slipped out, but it rolls in. 22-20, Eastern Shore up. Under 8 to go in this first half. Oliver pushes into the front court. Andino right sideline. Oliver around the horn to Frost. Frost fakes it down low. Instead, threads it for Oliver top of the circle. Trez dribbles once. Dumps it off for Andino. Now it's Arudia in the right corner. Andino all day to shoot. Right wing 3. Bang. You give Ryan Andino that much time, and he is not going to disappoint. 9 points for Andino. The assist for Arudia is his second. 25-20, Eastern Shore up, 7:26 to go before halftime. Top of the circle, this is Owl. He spots up from 3 over Oliver, shanks it way short, and Frost chases down the long rebound. Here's Arudia, left to right into the front court for the Hawks, shovels it back for Jones. Another 3-ball attempt, leaves it in front of the iron. Oliver swoops to the off, the rebound fresh for the Hawks, and a smattering of applause for the local kid. Andino again, right wing 3, short, front of the rim. Tyler Jones going up for the rebound, and he is pushed from underneath. That's Roman Letterlow picks up the infraction, number 9 against Chestnut Hill, and Tyler Jones will shoot 1 and 1. TJ, 67% free throw shooter. Shot 72% from the line last year, leading the Hawks in scoring at 12 points. Zeke Taylor back in for Eastern Shore as Ahmad Frost gets a seat. Ed McWade and Cartier Talford in for the Griffins.
1-1 for Tyler Jones.
TJ with the 1 and 1, trying to push this to 3 possessions if he makes them both. First free throw, nothing but net. Maryland Eastern Shore trying to break up an 8-game losing streak. Second free throw, halfway down and rattles out. Ed McWade's there for the rebound. 26-20, Hawks lead, 7 even to go before halftime. Billy Miller on the left channel for Chestnut Hill. Now it's Talford on the right channel. Back to Miller. Miller double team, threads it to the free throw line for Letterlow. Letterlow down low, saved in bounds by Butler, but he saves it to a white jersey, and here comes Arudia over the logo for Eastern Shore. Rudy stops at the right elbow, kicks it out for Jones. Jones free throw line, back to Arudia, looking down low for Taylor. He's covered, shovels it back out for Andino. Now it's Jones on the left wing, back to Andino, right channel. Dino, top of the circle to Taylor. Taylor dribbles once, hands it off for Arudia. 10 to shoot. Rudy on the right wing, matched up against McWade. Crisp chest pass to Oliver, left elbow, fakes a shot, dribble drive in, left baseline, counted in the foul. Montrez Oliver with the acceleration in the lane, and he's got a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. Foul appears to be against Keon Butler, his second. 10th against Maryland Eastern Shore's opponent against Chestnut Hill. And now Oliver with a chance for a 3-point play. Oliver, 90% foul shooter. Gets to the game about 2 times. Gets to the line 2 times per game, but that one rattles out. It's unfriendly to Eastern Shore today. So Oliver will settle for 2. 28-20. Eastern Shore up. 6:11 to go in the first half. McWade steps into a 3 from straight away. Leaves it to the left. Offensive rebound down low for Thompson, and Thompson's hacked as he tries to get that ball out of his hands. It's Arudia.
Short foul number 13, Brian Arudia, his first, team 6th. Fans, just a reminder, no flash photography. No flash photography. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dexter Thompson at the line, the senior guard from Providence, Rhode Island. Despite the size of 6'3", he's had some success rebounding the basketball, as we have just seen. First free throw, tickled the twine, nothing but net. Mayor Warwick checks in. Coming out is Roman Letterlow. Thompson, a double-double against Assumption back on December 15th. 13 points and 10 rebounds. Came close to another against the University of D.C. back on the 1st of the month. 11 points and 8 boards. Second free throw, nice arc. Pushed it well to the right, and Taylor plucks down the rebound. Hawk basketball up a touchdown. 28-21. 6 even to go before halftime. Oliver top of the circle for the Hawks. Floats it to Arudia in the right corner. Chucks it cross court to Jones. Back out to Oliver again. Now it's Andino. Thought about the 3. Warwick close fast on defense. Zeke, right baseline. Now to Arudia at the right elbow. Dribbles back out. Reach around pass for Taylor. Double team. Jump. Stop in the middle of the lane. Missed the point blank layup. Finishing continues to be an issue for Isaac Taylor. Here comes Chestnut Hill. Miller right sideline, steps into a 3 over Oliver, drains it. Billy Miller from deep. Chestnut Hill 6 of 7 from long range, and they keep it at a 4-point game. 28-24 Hawks. 5:18 to go in the first half. Oliver top of the circle now. Taylor right wing to Oliver and Dino left sideline. Dino overhand pass to Oliver, swooping in for the steal. Talford Oliver's able to come down with it though. Down low for Jones. That's off of the window. A pass that missed everything but the backboard. And Dino's there to clean up. 6 to shoot for Eastern Shore. Arudia behind the back dribble. Down low for Jones. Defense closing fast. Jones able to shake off Thompson. Layup right side good. Sloppy possession for Eastern Shore, but still count 2 points. 30-24. Shore up. 4:46 to go in the first half. Miller top circle for the Griffin. Now it's Warwick. Finds McWade right baseline. Dribble drive against Andino. Bumped on the way up. And it doesn't get the favorable bounce. It lips out, but free throws coming for Ed McWade. Fouls against Dino. Ed McWade at the line.
For Chestnut Hill shooting 2. Number 41, Ed McWade shooting 2.
Senior forward from Wildwood Catholic High School in New Jersey. Missed all of last year. A preseason injury cost him 2017-18 as he rattles home his first free throw. Gaynor and Frost back in. Oliver and Arudia out for the Shore. McWade, the year before when he was healthy, played 16 games. 10 points, 4 rebounds as he hits his second free throw. 30-26. Chestnut Hill still in it, down 4. 4:35 to go in the first half. Jones calling out a play from the left channel for Eastern Shore. Now he starts dribbling. And Dino left sideline. Dino nearly loses the handle. Now it's Frost left corner. Frost down low for Taylor left side of the paint. Skips a pass to Jones. Reverse layup. Too strong. Gaynor's there. The offensive rebound. Gaynor floats shot up and in and one. Hope and the arm for Colin Gaynor. Eastern Shore. A couple of point blank misses. Fortune smiles upon the Hawks on that position, though, as Ed McWade commits the foul on Gaynor, and Collins got a chance for a 3-point play. Gaynor made his season debut on December 20th for Maryland Eastern Shore about a week and a half ago. Scored 13 points in 20 minutes at Winthrop as he buries the free throw. 30-26 Eastern Shore. 4:15 to go before halftime. Chestnut Hill basketball trying to answer. Here Warwick walks it over the Big M and into the front court. Warwick, chest pass left wing from Miller. Billy Miller, guarded by Frost. At a standstill, feeds Thompson left baseline, boxed into the sideline by Gaynor. Pass deflected by Taylor, saved in bounds, intercepted by the Hawks. 2-on-1. It's Gaynor takes it himself left baseline, fouled hard on the way up. Colin Gaynor with some long strides down low. The fouls against Talford, and Colin Gaynor's got 2 more foul shots when we return. 3:51 to go in the first half. Eastern Shore 33, Chestnut Hill 26 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyonesaves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyonesaves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating students for the game of life.
Is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
3:51 of the first half. Eastern Shore 33, Chestnut Hill 26. Hawks shooting 50% as a team right now. And key stat for them, points in the paint. Shore 18, Chestnut Hill 2. The size and athleticism of Eastern Shore paying grand dividends early on. Though Chestnut Hill's been able to stay in it with 3-point shooting. They are 6 of 9 from downtown. Hawks 3 of 7. Colin Gaynor at the line shooting 2. First free throw way strong, and this is an area that Hawks have struggled mightily. Just 4 of 10 from the charity stripe today. Second free throw for Gaynor. The Parkside kid lips out. Billy Miller with the rebound, and here comes Maryland Eastern Shore's opponent. It's Chestnut Hill. Chestnut Hill basketball. This is Warwick, right sideline, guarded by Jones. Amir Warwick looking down low, and we've got a whistle away from the basketball. Foul against Frost. Yes, Ahmad Frost. That was way away from the basketball. 8th foul against Eastern Shore, so 1-1 for Ed McWade.
The line shooting 1-1 for Chestnut Hill, number 41.
Chestnut Hill not exactly sterling from the free throw line either. 4 of 8, and now 5 of 9 as McWade sinks it. He's a 73% foul shooter. Griffins is a team shooting 63%, second to last in the CACC. McWade, southpaw, second free throw, nice arc, nice result, nothing but net. 33 of 28, Eastern Shore up, 3:33 to go before halftime. Frost jogs it left to right into the front court for the Shore. Now it's Gaynor on the right channel, feeding Taylor down low, too many Griffins. Hand deflected by Warwick. Here comes Miller for the Griffins. Miller right baseline, fouled on the hook shot. Nice transition offense for the Griffins, and the foul's against Ahmad Frost again. That's his 3rd foul. 9 fouls against the Hawks. And Billy Miller stepping to the line. He's shooting 2. Billy Miller the 6th. Son of Billy Miller the 5th. Grandson of Billy Miller the 4th, etc., etc. Brian Arrudia, Dante Caldwell back in. Ahmad Frost, Colin Gaynor out. Keon Butler into the game for Chestnut Hill. Miller went to Overbrook Regional High School in Pine Hill, New Jersey. Pushes free throw to the left. 33 of 28. Eastern Shore still up as Miller missed them both. 3:15 to go in the first half. Caldwell walks it into attack formation for Eastern Shore. Skips it to Arrudia on the right sideline. Rudy centers up, guarded by Dexter Thompson. Now it's Andino in the right corner. No space to work. Lobs it down low for Taylor. Right low post. Backing down Butler. Cuts across the paint. Point Blake inside the cylinder. That's up and in. Isaac Taylor with the finish. He's got 6. 35 to 28 Shore. 2:52 to go in the first half. Griffin basketball. It's Talford at the free throw line. Leading pass right baseline for Dexter Thompson. Thompson can't get the angle. Too many Hawks missed a shot badly. Rebound for Taylor. Here's Arrudia. Accelerating. Caldwell left baseline. He missed a one-handed dunk. And here come the Griffins the other way. It's Miller. Warwick down low. Reverse layup. Good. Transition bucket for Chestnut Hill. 35 to 30. Eastern Shore, a 4-point swing on the missed dunk. 2:22 to go before halftime. Jones right wing, flicks it to Andino. Now it's Taylor again, right baseline. Zeke posting up, double team, spins across the left side, hook shot. Got it. Isaac Taylor splitting 2 red defenders. He's got 8. 37 to 30, Shore. 2:07 to go in the first half. This is Warwick cutting across left baseline for the Griffins. Now it's Thompson, Euro step right side of the lane, up and in. Dirk-style bucket for Dexter Thompson. 37-32. Teams trading punches. Under 2 to go on the half. Arrudia, right channel for the Hawks. Jones from the Maroon M. He's back towards the half-court line. Now it's Arrudia. Caldwell falling out of bounds, right corner. Pass too strong for Taylor. Off his hand, out of bounds. Chestnut Hill basketball as the Hawks give it away. Their 5th turnover. Montrez Oliver back in. Dante Caldwell out. The ball owled into the game for Chestnut Hill. So is Ed McWade and Colin Gaynor for Eastern Shore. 100 seconds to go in the first half. Chestnut Hill down 9. -4. They're down 5. Numbers don't work on New Year's Eve, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. It's Owl, Warwick, Talford, McWade, and Thompson on the floor for the Griffins. Thompson, right corner, controls it, fakes it past the right wing. Now he'll push it out towards Talford. They work it around the horn, left corner for Owl. Owl out to Talford. Step back, long 2, lips out. Offensive rebound, Thompson, he's fouled. Small contingent of Chestnut Hill faithful giving a snap loss for the offensive foul, offensive rebound. Fouls against Colin Gaynor. He's got 1. That's a 10th foul against Maryland Eastern Shore. Foul disparity is not exactly what you'd expect. Chestnut Hill's got just 12 fouls in this first half, but Eastern Shore not far behind at 10. Dexter Thompson, 2 free throws on the way. His first shot, well short. The Indiana native in me is retching at this moment with all the missed free throws. Chestnut Hill is 6 of 13. The Hawks are 4 of 11. Seems to be going around like the common cold. Second free throw for Thompson. That's short. Rebound bought 4, and Oliver comes down with it. Here comes Arudia for Eastern Shore. Still up 5 after the 2 misses. Arudia working around Thompson. Behind the back dribble. Tries to shake him. Now finds Andino on the right channel. 1 minute to go in the first half. Dino floats it for Jones on the left wing. Thompson in his face. Back to Arudia. 10 to shoot. Down low for Gaynor. Pass too strong. That's heading into press row. And Eastern Shore with another turnover. 54 seconds to play, and for Chestnut Hill, being within single-digit points at halftime, I'm sure, is something that they fought for. Taken hands down if you offered it to him at the beginning of the game. Now they can make it 1 possession with a bucket right here. Griffin basketball pass too strong for Warwick, but Owl's there to clean up. Out to McWade, left corner pocket 3, well short. Controlled by Jones. Arudia, and he nearly had his pocket picked by Dexter Thompson, but Thompson, a little too much body contact, and Brian Arudia's got 2 free throws. The foul against Thompson, his second. Two-shot foul in the bonus, and here comes Brian Arudia to the line. 13 fouls against Chestnut Hill. All these people, Thompson, Letterlow, McWade, Toplin, Talford, and Butler, have 2 fouls each. Arudia's first free throw, strong. Hawks foul situation, 2 each for Gabriel Gyamfi and Kanan Bartley, and then Ahmad Frost has 3. Second free throw coming for Arudia. Clangs in, but he gets it. Arudia 1 of 2. Tyler Jones checks out. Isaac Taylor in for defense. 38-32 Hawks, 32 seconds to go in the first half. 2-second difference, shot and game clock. Chestnut Hill can come essentially towards the gun. Owl circling out. He stands pat at the maroon M for Chestnut Hill. Biding his time, letting the offense form in front of him. Hawks in a 3-2 zone. Owl milking the clock like it's the 8th day of Christmas. 7 to shoot. Now he flicks it to Warwick on the left wing. Back out to Owl. Around the horn to McWade. 3-2. Warwick falls over. They work into the right corner. That 3 didn't get off. Owl ran out of time. And Maryland Eastern Shore will have the final look, just a second and a half to do something. I wonder if they'll wind the clock back. As the full 30 seconds, it should have 2.7, and it does. Easy clock adjustment. Hawks will have time to inbound, a couple of dribbles, and get a half-decent look. Arudia, he'll surely look for Andino. Pumps it, Oliver. Trez, straight away from 3. Well short, out of bounds. And it's halftime. 38-32. Eastern Shore leads Chestnut Hill at the break. Close game, closer than expected, but the Hawks 20 minutes to put them away. We'll take a break, come back, give you halftime stats analysis, give you out-of-town scores from men's college basketball as well as college football. A couple of mid-level bowl games going on at the moment. All that and more on the halftime show. Again at halftime, the Eastern Shore Hawks 38, the Chestnut Hill Griffins 32. Halftime next on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the Lower Shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
Hey, Hawks fans, take a kid to the game. The Eastern Shore Hawks host North Carolina Central in doubleheader action on on the 12th. Kids 12 and under will get in for free with the purchase of an adult ticket. There'll be snacks, games, and prizes. The party is in Princess Anne on Saturday the 12th as your Eastern Shore Hawks face the North Carolina Central Eagles starting at 2 p.m. Experience the excitement of NCAA Division I basketball right here on the shore. Get your tickets at EasternShoreHawks.com and click on Fan Zone.
Pivot Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region with over 270 clinic locations and providing sports medicine services to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, providing athletic training and physical therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net. Now let's go courtside. This is the halftime show.
And we welcome you inside the Shore halftime show. Maryland Eastern Shore leading Chestnut Hill 38-32 after 20 minutes of action from the Hytche Center in Princess Anne. Wildeboer with you on the network. Hawks appeared at several moments in the first half to be about to bust it open against a Subdivision I opponent. It was not to be. Chestnut Hill caps the first half within 2 possessions of their hosts. We'll tell you how they did that with the numbers. 15 of 30, that's what the Hawks shot in the first half from the floor. That's 50%, easy math there. 3 of 8 from distance, just 5 of 13 from the charity stripe. Both teams shooting rather putridly from the free throw line, and I got no qualms about using that phrase. They're both under 50%. Chestnut Hill from the floor shooting 10 of 24 in the first half. That's 42%. 6 of 10 from distance. That's how they're staying in the game. Just 6 of 14 from the free throw line. Either team shoots their free throws better, and they've got considerable advantage going into halftime, but free throws have been a real problem for both bunches today. Scoring-wise, the Hawks with a balanced attack. Ryan Andino, 9 points to lead the way. He is 3 of 5 shooting the rock, all from long range. 8 each for Tyler Jones and Isaac Taylor as the Hawks continue to own that paint. 5 off the bench for Colin Gaynor, 3 for Gabriel Jimfy, a deuce each for Montrez Oliver and Dante Caldwell, 1 point for Brian Arudia, and Ahmad Frost is scoreless. As for Chestnut Hill, 11 points for Amir Warwick. He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor, 2 for 2 from three-point land. 11 points off the bench for Warwick, leading the way for the Griffins. 7 points for Ed McWade, just 1 of 5 shooting, but a rare bright spot at the free throw line. He is 4 for 4. 6 points for Billy Miller, the 6th. 3, Dexter Thompson and Cartier Talford. 2 for Lamont Owl. And scoreless have been Roman Letterlaw, Tony Toplin, and Keon Butler. Oh, Trayvon Pitts as well. Trayvon Pitts, the team's leading scorer, did not get a shot off in the first half. Only played 5 minutes of action for the Griffins. Rebounding-wise, Chestnut Hill actually has the advantage, 21-18 overall. The teams are even on the offensive glass, 4-4. Foul situation, 13 against Chestnut Hill. A lot of their guys playing with fire. 2 fouls each for Thompson, Letterlow, McWade, Toplin, Halford, and Butler. Eastern Shore with 10 fouls in the first half. 3 for Ahmad Frost as he's in the danger zone, and 2 each for Gabriel Jimfy and Kanan Bartley. The assists, 11-6 for Maryland Eastern Shore as they've gotten some great long-range distance court vision in this first half. 4 assists for Brian Arudia, and 2 assists each for Ryan Andino, Gabriel Jimfy, and Kanan Bartley. Turnovers for Eastern Shore and 7 for Chestnut Hill. Blocks 2-0 for the Shore. Steals 4-2 for the Shore. Points in the paint, all Maryland Eastern Shore by a 22-4 margin. Points off turnovers 5-3 Hawks. Second chance points 7-4 Hawks. Fast break points 2-0 Hawks. And bench points to the Griffins with the advantage 16-9. No ties, 1 brief lead change at the beginning. Hawks Hawks went up 2-0. Chestnut Hill went up 3-2. Hawks up 4-3. They've been in front ever since, led by as many as 8 points. Chestnut Hill has been within one possession a couple of times, and they are within 2 possessions at the break, 38-32, your halftime score. When we come back, out-of-town scores. Not much to talk about in the MEAC, so we'll preview what's going on in that conference over the next couple of days and bring you the preseason standings for the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, if you have forgotten about them. Also see what's happening in the world of the college football bowl season. Out-of-town scores next on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hytche Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hytche Restaurant on the bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hytche Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit Hytche Place Dewey Beach. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hytche Place Dewey Beach. That's Hytche Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyonesaves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyonesaves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
Your Docs Inn Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Docs Inn has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Docs Inn Urgent Care, with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back on the Shore halftime show, Hawks leading Chestnut Hill 38-32. Just 2 more non-conference games for MEAC teams. Wednesday, South Carolina State hosts Presbyterian, an in-state rival. And on Thursday, Morgan State's got Lincoln, Pennsylvania in town. After that, the MEAC season begins. This is the first slate of games on Saturday, 4 o'clock block. Eastern Shore, of course, at Morgan State, taking on their in-state rivals, the Bears. Bethune-Cookman's at North Carolina Central in the battle of the preseason conference favorite against the perennial winners of the MEAC. It seems every year LaVelle Moton's got a crackerjack team. Savannah State visits Coppin State. North Carolina A&T at South Carolina State. Florida A&M at Howard. Delaware State at Norfolk State. Preseason MEAC poll had Bethune-Cookman winning the conference. North Carolina Central came in at second, so right away a battle of one of the two teams in the preseason poll. Norfolk State is third. Howard is fourth. North Carolina A&T at 5. Morgan State at 6. Florida A&M at 7. Savannah State at 8. Coppin State at 9. South Carolina State 10th. Eastern Shores at 11, just ahead of Delaware State in the cellar. The first 8 games for Maryland Eastern Shore are all against those top 7 teams in the MEAC. They've got Howard twice, and then everybody else: Bethune, Central, Norfolk, A&T, Morgan, and FAM. It's going to be a tough road for the Hawks when they hit the conference. It's the time coming up now to prove themselves, certainly. Top 25 scores across college basketball, major college basketball. Just 2 games on this New Year's Eve. Number 4, Virginia hosting Marshall, and number 7, Gonzaga has got Cal State Bakersfield in town. Tomorrow, number 10, Virginia Tech opens ACC play against Notre Dame. Number 9, Florida State welcomes Winthrop, and number 16, Marquette in Big East at St. John's. As for bowl games, the Military Bowl in the third quarter just underway. Virginia Tech and Cincinnati tied at 14 all. The Sun Bowl, believe it or not, tied for the second oldest bowl game in the nation with the Orange Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. The old Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Stanford and Pittsburgh in that game about to get underway on CBS. They've been together for about 50 years now, the Sun Bowl and the Tiffany Network. The Red Box Bowl, Michigan State and Oregon. That's a 3 o'clock start time from Santa Clara. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl, 23rd ranked Missouri at Oklahoma State. Northwestern's against Utah in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. And Texas A&M takes on NC State in the Gator Bowl. Those are the New Year's Eve bowl games. Tomorrow, of course, the remaining parts of the New Year's 6, Fiesta Bowl, Rose Bowl, and Sugar Bowl. We'll take one last break. When we come back, second half action on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
So you're moving. Congratulations. You could also move from average homeowner to savvy investor. How? By renting out your home with Renters Warehouse. Renting your property can deliver steady cash flow and long-term equity, plus great tax breaks. It's called Rent Estate. So forget a one-and-done sale gutted by commissions and closing costs. Turn your home into a giant cash register that rings over and over every month. Get started at renterswarehouse.com with a free home rental price analysis. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of Rent Estate.
Hugs at the arrival gate.
Hey, I missed you so much.
Seeing your best bud for the first time in a long time. Family and friends around the table. At Lincoln, we know the holidays are filled with moments like these. When we realize that the greatest wish of all is one that brings us together. In that spirit, we invite you into our home during the Lincoln Wishlist event. Where not coincidentally, we're making wishes come true with exceptional offers on the Lincoln family of luxury vehicles. The Lincoln Continental, the MKZ, the MKC, the new Nautilus, and the iconic Navigator. The Lincoln Wishlist event. Because wishes really do come true at your Lincoln dealer.
What does building a better bank look like? It starts with building Capital One cafes, warm, inviting places that feel nothing like a typical bank, where you can open an account with no fees or minimums in 5 minutes. And you'll always find people ready to help you, not sell you. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet?
For consumers only. Offered by Capital One and a member FDIC. Cafes available in select locations. Copyright 2018 Capital One.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Second half action coming your way from the Hytche Center. Eastern Shore leading Chestnut Hill 38-32. Well, at least one team is ready for it. Eastern Shore will control possession as we come out of the break. Arudia, Jones, Taylor, Gyamfi, and Andino, the starters on the floor for the white-clad gentlemen. Chestnut Hill bringing their starters, it looks like, as well. Not quite. It's Talford and Warwick and McWade and Miller and Thompson. So 3 starters, 2 reserves on the floor for Chestnut Hill. Arudia's got the green light to inbound, and we are underway with the second half. Arudia dancing around the M for Maryland Eastern Shore, guarded by Miller. Right corner for Gyamfi, fed down low for Taylor, and McWade gets a hand on the ball. Here comes Chestnut Hill, left to right. Miller at the right baseline, kicks it out for Talford, and Talford buries a 3 from the right wing. An early bucket for Chestnut Hill, 38-35. Griffins within 1 possession, 30 seconds into the second half. Andino controls it for Eastern Shore, floats it to Taylor on the left channel. Now it's Arudia, left sideline, down low for Jones, posting up, spins to his right, point-blank layup, in. Tyler Jones with the teardrop from the restricted area. Eastern Shore goes back up 40-35, 45 seconds into the second session. Griffin basketball, left corner, it's Dexter Thompson, retreats it back for Billy Miller. Now it's McWade, top of the circle, around the horn to Warwick, back to McWade, dribble driving against Taylor, kicks it out left corner for Miller. Miller, the drive, float shot, missed everything. Off the bottom of the backboard, rebound for Gyamfi, and here comes Eastern Shore. Arudia lowering his head, strip, Miller got a hand on it. 2-on-1 for the Griffins. Miller skips it for Warwick. Warwick, reverse layup around Jones, and he missed it. Rebound hauled in, Andino. Hawks will slow it down, or rather Arudia will feed left low post for Taylor, who's double teamed. Back out for Gyamfi. Players getting tangled up, and it's Taylor and McWade who hit the floor hard. McWade's in a considerable amount of pain, gripping his foot. Get out a yelp. But he's up now. Appears to have just been a stinger. The athletic trainers there are waiting to see him. But for now, they'll sub McWade out, both with the bad foot and with his 3rd foul. And we'll see Tony Toplin Jr. check in. Well, McWade, a visible limp on that right foot. They'll examine him. What a big loss it would be for Chestnut Hill if he were not able to continue. Arudia to inbound right in front of his own basket into Andino. Catch and shoot right corner 3. Strong. Arudia there for the offensive rebound. He's at the right elbow. Skips it out for Gyamfi. And they'll reset with Arudia. Fresh 30-second shot clock. Andino right sideline for the Hawks. Now it's Arudia right in front of Cliff Reed. Guarded closely by Miller. Taylor sets a screen. Arudia accelerates in at the free throw line. Up and under layup. Misses. Taylor there for the putback and in. Isaac Taylor right where he needed to be. A quasi-assist off the window for Arudia. 42-35. Hawks up, but they lapse on defense, and Thompson's able to lay it up from the left low post, uncontested almost. 42-37. Eastern Shore up 2 minutes into the second half. Arudia right sideline for the Hawks. Taylor coming with the screen. Instead, Arudia accelerates to the right baseline. He's cut off and retreats. Feeds the beast, Zeke down low. Right baseline, posting against Toplin. Taylor cuts across the paint. Hook shot, pushed off the back of the iron. Rebound, Talford of Chestnut Hill, and here come the Griffins. Corner, it's Warwick. Warwick guarded by Taylor, retreats it out for Thompson. Around the horn, Miller, catch and shoot left wing 3. Well strong, rebound deflected out, and Miller corrals it. Fresh 30 for Chestnut Hill. Toplin, step back Jay from the free throw line. Rattles out, offensive rebound for Thompson though, and he's hip checked in the air. 3rd chance coming up for Chestnut Hill on this possession.
Short foul number 13, Brian Arudia.
Fouls against Brian Arudia, number 2 against him. First foul against the Hawks in the half. Quick inbound left corner, the 3 ball for Miller. Short rebound for Gyamfi. Chestnut Hill, the crisper team coming out of the second half. Arudia in transition, misses it off the window, and Taylor misses the putback. 3rd chance, Gyamfi, that falls short too. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Red. Staying with Eastern Shore, and now a 4th opportunity on this possession.
Re-entering the game for the Hawks, number 4, Colin Gaynor.
Colin Gaynor in, Isaac Taylor out. Taylor's got 10 points leading the way for Maryland Eastern Shore, him and Tyler Jones. Arudia flicks it into Gyamfi at the free throw line, who floats it down to Jones. Right low post, double team, spins around, blocked by Toplin. And Thompson chases it down for Chestnut Hill. 4 chances for the Hawks, none of them go. Warwick, right wing, scoops it out to the top of the circle for Talford. Thompson, left corner. Talford dribble driving against Gaynor. Gaynor reaches his hand in and commits a foul. Second foul against Colin Gaynor. Second foul of the half for Eastern Shore. Isaac Taylor in, Tyler Jones out. Hawks need to tighten up the wheels here. The first 3 minutes of the second half. Chestnut Hill down 5, trying to get some more momentum. The inbound to Toplin. Turnaround jumper, 13-foot left baseline, strong. Gaynor rises up for the rebound. Here come the Hawks, right to left. Back to Andino. Right wing catch and shoot 3. Short. Taylor's there for the offensive board. And he gets a man over top of him and trying to tackle Isaac Taylor to the floor. He won't go down that easily. It's a foul on the floor against Tony Toplin. Third against Toplin. Second against Chestnut Hill. Rudy flicks it in for Taylor at the right high post. Laterals back to Andino, top of the circle. Now it's Rudy again. Feeds Zeke, cutting across left side of the paint. Missed the layup strong. Gaynor's there for the offensive rebound and the putback. Colin Gaynor, second chance cleaning up off the glass. 44-37 Eastern Shore. 16 to go before the end of the game. Chestnut Hill ball. It's Warwick top of the circle. Now Thompson right corner. Back out to Warwick. Miller straight away. Round the horn to Talford. Talford rises up for 3. Ricochets in and out. Rebound on the floor. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Andino. It's staying with Chestnut Hill. LeBron Owl back in. Billy Miller out for Chestnut Hill. Back in from Maryland Eastern Shore. Isaac Taylor out. 7-point Hawk advantage. They've not led by more than 8 in this game. Dexter Thompson inbounds to the left corner for Owl. His 3, lips out. Rebound deflected once. Gaynor comes down with it in transition. 2-on-1. It's up to Jimfy. Jimfy loses the handle and loses it out of bounds. Chestnut Hill basketball when we come back. 15:57 to go in the second half, or at least it should be, and they did not stop. Should have been immediate timeout. We don't have one yet, so hopefully they'll find it at the next opportunity, realize the error of the ways. Now we've got an offensive foul as Owl and Thompson got tangled up with each other and couldn't quite get in transition, and Owl commits a foul. And now we'll have the media timeout. 1 whistle. 15:47 to go in the second half. 44-37 Eastern Shore on top on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hey, Hawks fans, take a kid to the game. The Eastern Shore Hawks host North Carolina Central in doubleheader action on the 12th. Kids 12 and under will get in for free with the purchase of an adult ticket. There'll be snacks, games, and prizes. The party is in Princess Anne on Saturday the 12th as your Eastern Shore Hawks face the North Carolina Central Eagles starting at 2 p.m. Experience the excitement of NCAA Division I basketball right here on the Shore. Get your tickets at EasternShoreHawks.com and click on Fan Zone.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back in Princess Anne, Eastern Shore 44, Chestnut Hill 37, 15:47 to go in the second half. Sloppy second half start for Eastern Shore. They're shooting just 3 of 10 from the floor. Chestnut Hill not much better. In fact, not better at all. 2 of 10. And for the Griffins, what kept them in the first half was 3-point shooting. They come out of the gate in the second half just 1 of 5 from distance. A little closer to their true selves. They shoot just 27% from 3 as a team. That's bottom of the barrel in the CACC. Hawk basketball right to left. Arudia into attack formation. Now it's Jones on the right wing, staring down his defender. Dribbles once to the center, hands off to Arudia. Arudia marked by Toplin. Back out to Gaynor. Tries that left baseline. Adjusts midair over. McWade lays it up and in. Colin Gaynor with the midair adjustment over Ed McWade, who's back in after the foot scare. Largest lead of the game for the Hawks, 46-37. 15:20 to go. There's Owl at the top of the circle for Chestnut Hill, guarded by Andino. Chasing to the left corner. Jumps it out for Talford straight away. Now McWade back out to Owl, left corner. Shots up for three. Over. Jones, bang. Lamont Owl. 46-40 Hawks. 5 minutes gone by in the second session. Jones in the right channel for Maryland Eastern Shore. Osborne's in front of him. Looks down low for Jim Fee. He's cut off. Now retreats it back to Arudia. Rudy backing up towards the M. Guarded by Owl. Jones sets a screen for him on the left wing. Now 9 to shoot. Rudy trying at the free throw line. Stops. Floats it down low for Jones. Triple team. Tyler Jones with the muscle. Edge of the restricted area. With 3 Griffins holding them down. He's able to lay it up and in. 48-40. Eastern Shore leads. 14:30 to go in the second half. Chestnut Hill controls. It's Owl from the edge of the M. Now Talford left sideline. Talford, remember, playing his first game in a month and a half. Owl bounces to Talford, left corner. Steps in over Jim Fee, 18-footer. It's an air ball. Rebound by Dexter Thompson of Chestnut Hill. Clock doesn't reset. He attacks Jones right baseline and draws a foul. That foul's against Colin Gaynor, who swooped in from behind and caught him on the arm. Third foul against Gaynor. And we'll see Dexter Thompson step to the line. Thompson taking on a stronger last year. Averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds a game. Free throw from Dexter Thompson. Tickles the twine. What a beauteous sound. Amir Warwick back in, the freshman from Washington, D.C., putting in some good work for Jesse Balser's company. Warwick, 11 points to lead the way for the Griffins. Thompson, second free throw. Push it to the right, rebound, long chase down, deflected off of Jones, and it's sticking with Chestnut Hill. 48-41. Chestnut Hill get to cut it to either 5 or 4 with a make right here. And Zeke Taylor checking in for the Hawks. Tyler Jones out. Sounds like we got a campfire going on over the loudspeaker. Thompson floats it in the backcourt to Toplin. Now it's McWade, top of the circle, pushing it to Owl. Now it's the right corner for Thompson. Steps around his man and stepped out of bounds. There's a reason why he got such great separation from Taylor on the right baseline. He stepped over the baseline, and you're not allowed to do that. Hawk basketball. Arudia dancing with Owl across the timeline. Dribbles it off of his foot. He's able to chase it down himself. Pass to Jim Fee, and it's back to Arudia again. Taylor on the right wing. Now Gaynor thought about the 3. Defense closed fast. Stepped in at the left double. Lateral back for Andino. Dino pushes his 3-point shot to the left. Jim Fee saves the rebound in, and Andino comes down with it. Takes a shot down low towards Gaynor. Gaynor fouled in the dunk attempt by Warwick. Touch of razzle-dazzle. Accidental if best for Maryland Eastern Shore. Amir Warwick commits his first foul. 4th against Chestnut Hill, and it puts Gaynor at the charity stripe. Gaynor, 3 points today, but he's just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Collins, 6'5", from Berlin, Maryland. Went to high school in Salisbury at Parkside High, and he misses another free throw. The Hawks today, 5 of 14 from the free throw line. Second free throw for Gaynor. Rattles in. Make it 6 of 15 for the Hawks. Now Gaynor checks out and Tyler Jones is back in. 49-41. Hawks lead. 13:38 to go. Dexter Thompson takes the inbound for Chestnut Hill. They'll push it up to Owl left sideline. Now it's Warwick. And providing some pressure as Thompson finally walks it over the timeline with 3 seconds to spare. There's Owl from the edge of the M. Fakes a pass down low. Warwick. Now Owl intercepted by Dino. Dino with a great steal. Dino thought about the 3. Instead, he'll wait for his troops to get back with him. Looking for Jones down low. Cut off. Jumps it to Jones left baseline. TJ against McWade. Attack him on that foot, TJ. Spins to the left, but he travels. Hawks give it away after a steal of their own. Griffin basketball. Bringing that mini pressure the Hawks are again as Chestnut Hill tries to advance it over the midway, and they do to McWade. Owl left sideline out to Warwick. Warwick straight away. 2-3 zone for Maryland Eastern Shore. This is Warwick top of the circle. Floats into the left wing. Free ball. Owl strong. Rebound to Rudia. Here comes Rudy in traffic. Feeds Gyamfi in transition. Gyamfi blocked by Toplin. Oh, my word. And Owl just went swooping out of bounds to try and save that one in, and he caught one of the metal edges of the staircase. How is he still up right now? Great hustle by Owl. How is he not at least woozy? Oh, boy. Scary moment, but he's all right. Hawks to inbound. Herudia from that corner where Al flew out of bounds. Inbound to Jones, right sideline. Now it's back to Herudia as they'll reset the half-court offense. Hawks trying to go up by 10 for the first time today. Montrez Oliver, who checked in during that last break, hands off to Herudia left sideline now, guarded by Thompson. Taylor sets a screen. Herudia centers up on the perimeter. Kicks it out for Bartley, who also checked in. Now it's Oliver, down low for Taylor. Taylor double team right baseline. Taylor posting, spins to his right. Right-handed hook shot, short, going for his own rebound. Taylor, they got away with an over the back to Chestnut Hill, and here come the Griffins. This is Owl weaving his way through traffic. Back out for Thompson. Near the right wing for Warwick. Now McWade, spinorama around Taylor. Attacks the basket, right low post, lays it up and in. Chestnut Hill's bench loves it. Ed McWade with a big bucket for the Griffins. 49-43 Hawks. 11:53 to go in the second half. Hawks haven't scored in a minute and a half. They're one of their last 4 from the floor. This is Oliver top the circle for the Hawks with 10 to shoot. Trez out to Herudia on the left wing. Centers up. Rudy cuts in at the right elbow. Out to Bartley. Kanan. Scoop pass out for Herudia. Intercepted Warwick. He's breaking away. Jones trying to help. Warwick fouled on the way up as Herudia and Jones both tried to get back. They deny him the easy bucket, but he's got free throws coming. Fouls against Brian Herudia, and that should take us into the under 12 media timeout. And it does. 11:30 to go in the second half. 49-43 Eastern Shore leading Chestnut Hill on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans. For over a century, Delmarva Power has provided safe, reliable energy to customers throughout the region. That's a powerful connection you can count on from here at the shore to throughout Maryland and Delaware. To learn more, visit delmarva.com or call 1-800-375-7117. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Pivot Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region, with over 270 clinic locations and providing sports medicine services to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, providing athletic training and physical therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Hytche, 11:30 to go in the second half. Eastern Shore 49, Chestnut Hill 43. Free throws coming for Chestnut Hill. Not that that has exactly been a virtue today for both sides. Combined, the two teams shooting 13 of 31 from the free throw line. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Indiana native in me looks at these and wants to retch over the free throw numbers for both teams, ladies and gentlemen. Amir Warwick can try and right this wrong. Shooting 2. First free throw. Rattles home. Amir Warwick, Washington, D.C., born and bred. He's got an excellent hometown. The Hawks will be back there again at the end of January, taking on Howard. Second free throw rattles on home. The Stars align. 2 made free throws for Chestnut Hill, and they are within 4 points. 49-45, Eastern Shore. 11:24 to play in the second half. Jones. Now Andino on the right sideline for the Shore. Ryan Andino retreats. That's the offense form in front of him. The longer Chestnut Hill stays in this game, folks, the more dangerous they become. That's true of any potential spoiler. Jones, right elbow, down low for Gyamfi. Gyamfi contested. Layup is in. Gabriel Gyamfi with Dexter Thompson climbing all over him like a jungle gym. 51-45 Hawks. 11 even to go. Chestnut Hill basketball. Owl walks it into the front court. Levon Owl out towards Warwick on the right wing. Warwick, Thompson straight away. Overhand pass back to Warwick. Skips it to the free throw line for Toplin. Toplin looking to the right side. Everybody's cut off. Hands it off back to Owl. Owl circling up right side of the paint. Jump pass out for McWade, right corner. Oliver all over him. 5 to shoot. McWade spins in again. Lays it up for the hoop and the harm. Ed McWade lost the handle. He moved so fast, but he was able to pick it up in time, get around 3 Hawk defenders. Fouls against Tyler Jones, and McWade with this free throw could make it a 1-possession game. Ed McWade, he is 4 for 4 from the line today. He has been immune from the free throw yips that have infected both sides. And the free throw for McWade pushed it to the right. The yips win out. 51-47, Eastern Shore up. 10:25 to go. Oliver, right side to Gabriel Gyamfi. Gyamfi looks for Andino. Andino's got it. Steps into an NBA range 3, left wing. Way too strong. Gyamfi chases down the long board. Down low for Oliver. Oliver blocked by Toplin. Eastern Shore saved it. Couldn't get it to somebody open. Al comes up with a steal for Chestnut Hill. McWade on the left wing. Slows it down. Oh, they've got a wide open right baseline. Warwick. Arudia swoops in just midair. Warwick missed the layup. Arudia breathing down his neck on defense. And here comes the Hawks right now. It's Arudia. Left elbow. Retreats and slows it down. Frustration pass from Oliver back to Rudy. Now it's Jones free throw line. Cuts in left side of the paint. Lays it up and in. Tyler Jones lowering his head and bulldozing down low. He's got 14 that lead the way for both sides. 53-47 Hawks. 9:35 to go. Chestnut Hill basketball. Warwick on the left wing, guarded by Gyamfi. Into the left corner for Thompson. Dexter Thompson, free throw line for Toplin. Back out for Owl. Owl with 9 to shoot. Finds Warwick. Now left corner again. They'll try for McWade. Spin move around Jones. Float shot over Oliver. Sits on the rim and out. Rebound picked up by Andino. Here comes Eastern Shore. Arudia cuts it to Oliver. Oliver, right corner for 3. Well short. Toplin takes the easy ricochet rebound. Comes Chestnut Hill as the Hawks just can't get that final nail in the coffin today. Oliver reaches in, collides with Al, no call though. McWade, shot fake, down low for Thompson, right baseline. Back underneath the basket, at the Toplin, right low post. 3-second violation.